We do, y'all. This is Courtney, and we're gonna talk about NightFlyers episode 3. The Abyss Stares Back. This was a good episode. I got my notes. I got it playing in the background just in case I forget whatever. And let's see. As we see by the end of this episode, that basically we see who the true big bad is for right now. Mind you, we only on episode 3. So it could be some more shit. The movie that was based off the books that this show is based off of, the big bad was the ship. And so technically I think that's what the show is going. It's going in that same route. All right. Let's see what else I want to talk about. I like it. Come on, y'all. I like the show. So y'all make know I'm gonna keep saying I like it. All right, we're gonna start off from the beginning. 9 times out of 10, these flashbacks be memories. So we're gonna keep it there. So basically, it's Carl giving his presentation in front of this a small crowd of intellectuals, investors, or whatever like that. He got the schematics, he got the formulas, theories, and yada 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 boom boom boom. Basically, what he's saying, whatever is basically flying around or coming towards them, which I guess some folks are thinking it's just like a meteor or some kind of space phenomenon. What he's saying is the way it moves is moving in a way that it can't just be random. And so, and it has a whole lot to do with what's going on their world. He said maybe we could find out the answer that's basically plaguing this earth. You get me? And so the dude, a smart ass up in the audience, basically saying, okay, so what you're trying to tell me that it's intelligent life that is behind behind this. And homeboy Carl like, yeah. And I'm like, it's 2093. Y'all got all that technology and y'all still think y'all the only motherfuckers there? Y'all really think the creator or whoever, if y'all believe in that, or the God, the great mother, or whoever, y'all think they just made our asses. Y'all can't be that too stuck on yourselves to think we just the only ones. Okay, so while they leave and everything thinking Carl is stupid, he gets a call from Roy. And basically Roy said, I believe everything you say. I done checked the numbers and all this stuff. How about we do something? How about we prove them wrong? Like that. And it's just basically how this all got started. And Carl is in the memory room and he's watching. He like, what the fuck is going on? Now, man, in the last episode, Roy decided to drop a few little breadcrumbs to Carl. Basically saying, listen, it's more shit that's going on this ship other than this shit with your damn telepath. It's basically a bigger force that's basically trying to derail this mission. Carl like, what is it? And Roy like, I'll tell you once I got under control. And I'm like, bro, what the hell? Why would you tell him anything? So now, basically it's this. It's on Carl's ass to find out what the fuck is going on. Because anything that's basically trying to stop this mission from going like it's planned is fucking up with Carl's mission of trying to get in contact with the Volcron. Okay, so we see Roy. He's giving a eulogy to the other security guard and the lab tech that got massacred by the spider, right? And, he said his words, whatever, beautiful words and all that stuff. Anything Roy say with that accent of his is beautiful. He can say but fuck shit and it sounds like fucking poetry because, he got that accent. And so, they got the body that's wrapped up in gold paper and they finna send them out to their last resting place in the needle. So, they go, Royce Roy tells Carl, listen, I know about that probe you sent out to all that motherfucking shit. And you know, they, you know, exchange words, whatever, and you know, Roy makes his dramatic exit. Boom. You know, and disappear. And during this episode, we gonna see Paul Big Man. You know who Big Man is. I call Big Man the, you know, the head of security. Big Man is gonna do it, Jesus. You hear me? Big Man, he got that guilt. He got that motherfucking stress, that post-traumatic stress, this shit, for basically all kind of fucked up shit that happened, you know, up in the you know, in the room with the spider. And it has something, you know, to deal with the extra stress of, you know, of the L1 being there, yeah. So basically you're gonna see the shit fuck over him and all that. So we gonna get to Mel and Lumi. Lumi finna get her heart broke, y'all. And that's my baby. I love Lumi. Lumi is precious. Lumi supposed to be protected at all costs. Mel, I knew it, bitch. I knew you gonna break my girl heart. I just know that. I knew it. I called it. And so they in bed together, right? And you know, homegirl Lumi just basically tells her that, you know, you make me happy. And being that, okay, we really don't know about Lumi's background, but the stuff we see and how she react, we could really tell that meant a whole lot to her for her to say. And Male goddess and all that, you know, she smiles, she chuckles, she thinks it's cute. And I'm like, bitch, technically Lumi said she love you, ho. And you know, Mel is looking at this interaction as basically friends with benefits or whatever. Lumi is looking at this like Mimi and the altar. You get me? With your white dress. We ain't getting no younger, so we might well do it. You know, jagged edge shit. And so, you know, Mel was like, so you ain't never had no whatever partners, whatever. And you know, Lumi was like, she comes from a Luddite colony where their thing was sexy and tech was forbidden. And so when she says that, it got Mel thinking, wait a minute, you a virgin? And, you know, she like, no, bro, I ain't saying that. I have had partners or whatever, you know. And I had that. And, you know, Mel is like, well, you know, sexing is good for the biochemistry, which it is. And, you know, it's all Gucci. It's all good as long as, you know, we don't let bullshit get in, you know, feelings. And I like, well, bitch, it's too goddamn late, ho. You should have been trying to feel something in that last episode by hunching the ship, girl. You should have never motherfucking got, you know, did whatever with Lumi. Cause Lumi is feelings all in. And I said, Lumi finna get a heart broken, y'all. And so, Carl shows up. And mind you, they supposed to be off the clock. And, you know, Belle don't care. You know, her body is goddess and all that stuff. And, you know, she ain't afraid to show her goddamn body. And mind you, she was engineered and all that stuff. She probably don't know nothing like that about shame and all that. And, you know, Lumi is different. And, you know, Lumi, she covers up and all that stuff. She looks some kind of way. She look like a scared ass little kitten. And all that stuff, they could just scamper away at the loudest of noise. And Carl show up, and I had to give it to Carl. Carl asked the one that he just stayed right here and basically tell like Liz said, yeah, I need y'all to, you know, we gonna have to figure out what the fuck going on, cause it's some bullshit. And, you know, they talk about Roy and Mel like, well, I could talk to him like that and everything. And he said, okay, how? Why? What's up? What's going on between y'all two? And she like, well, he been watching me ever since I came on board. And the cameras go to Lumi, and I'm just looking at Lumi. Bitch, that's your competition, girl. The captain, bitch. Child. And so he like, well, all right, do what you got to do and everything. Like, do what you need to do. So, who we see? Big man is in the lunchroom or cafeteria or whatever, and they go argue. The ship is doing this thing. It's like making noise. It's creaking and all that stuff. And any little noise, it basically got Big Man just jumping and everything. He looking behind himself. He is more paranoid than a cat in a room full of rocket chairs with spikes on the end. That's what I'm just saying. And so I get, telling him, they ain't nothing but the ship. You know how we say, they ain't nothing but the house, moving. The house moving and stretching. It's trying to get to sleep. Like this shit. And so he gives him something like, here, drink this. It'll be good for you. And Aggie says, Big Man, like, we could... Big Man, like, basically, we need to get the fuck out of here because something is going on. It ain't right. Yada, yada, yada. And Aggie said that Aggie basically, demeans the man. And, basically said, we ain't got time for that coward bull ass shit. And he said, listen, I'm going to give you a couple days off toward the end of the week and you come back to work. And he leave. And you remember what I told you in the last episode? That basically the cameras, when it's all red, that's the ship. The ship is afoot with fuckery. And when the camera shows that triangle, that red triangle, that's Aries, that's Roy. In the cafeteria, at that time, all red. That's the motherfucking ship. All right, we go and we see hold up. I'm looking through my notes, y'all. We look and see that Mel is shine. She in the shower and all that stuff. She in the shower and she getting herself her chocolate skin all dewy and succulent, to get Aries, his get him riled the fuck up, bitch. And so she basically said, you do take liberties on this ship, huh? She said, stop staring at me and come talk to me like that. And next thing you know, that motherfucker come out of nowhere. Yes, queen. Yes, queen. What's good? And, she like, listen, I'm tired of all this bullshit. I'm tired of this hypocrisy. You talk about all this truth seeking and everything. But, you talking out your ass with that stuff. And he basically said, I did help Carl with the telepath and all that. And she said, that ain't nothing but a part of your strategy, bro. She said, you just did that to keep us off your ass. And he looked like, wait a minute. My queen, my goddess, you really think that much of me? She like, I don't know what to think of your ass. You not here. She said, when can I see you? Like that. And he's like, you gonna have to trust me whatever's going on. Melinthia. He always call her by her full name, Melinthia. And that is a pretty ass name. That's a pretty name. Why, somebody gonna name that child that? Or they probably already have. That's a pretty name. And so she turns to him and said, listen here. Let me help you. And she put them eyes on him, bro. She put them eyes on him. And he can't listen. That mug, he can't resist her for nothing. You hear me? And she said, I got you. Just let me be there for you. Like that. And so, he stares at her and all that. And I like, girl, if you don't wrap that man around your goddamn finger, bitch. But listen, though, ho, you gonna break my girl's heart, bitch. And I'm gonna be mad at you for a quick sec. I'm gonna be mad at you. And so we get to Rowan. Rowan goes to visit Queen Bee in the motherfucking, greenhouse thingamajig or whatever. And let me tell y'all, sir, when I saw that, I started cussing. It ain't that, Rowan goes to visit. It's that creature I seen at the beginning that scene, a fucking cockroach. And I say, you know what? It always said when the world comes to the end, only thing that's gonna be living is cockroaches. I was looking at that big ass cockroach. Y'all got roaches on the ship. Why? What they do? Nothing. Except for fly at you and you run and duck and hide and holler, scream like a bitch and everything. Cause you think the world coming to the end. Cockroaches. And so Ron goes and he goes and meet the bee lady. And they start talking. And he said sometimes like to be around, nature plants and all. And Queen Bee like, yeah, we all need some plants in our life, weed, ganja. She ain't saying that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I need right now. And so he talks about brings up Thea. And they talk about, humans and, chaos. And, it basically is kind of like how humans view chaos, and I guess different between engineered beings. It seemed like in this case, engineered beings got a more handle on how true human nature works, whatever. I might be wrong, bitch. I might be wrong. So when he brings up the L, we'll say the L1, she said, you mean Dale. She like, in other words, have some respect, call him by his first name. And I'm like, yeah, bitch, that Dale, you might be right. You might need to have some respect, because that bitch, that's the Queen Bee. She's a walker bee hive. Bees go, you can hear them bees because they follow. They ain't know. Listen, they always near. They ain't too far ahead. So they talk about hold up. I got it playing in the background. He said like, he's a dangerous creature, and she like humans are dangerous creatures. And he like, so but you wasn't scared of him, you weren't afraid of him. And she said Dale only reflects what he takes in. And she like, he might not be a threat at all. She like, if you come at him correctly, he be all right. And so Rowan's thinking like, maybe I could do something like to help refine his capabilities. And so she's like, you want to experiment on him like that? And he said, no, with him. And he was like, how he couldn't read your mind or whatever. And she's like, well, I had my bees, and there was so many bees and everything, he couldn't filter through them like that. And so we get a next scene with Rowan and Agatha. He's trying to convince Agatha to let him interact with Dale. And basically it pulls up with this. Listen, we need Dale, and we got to get him sharp, because when we meet with the Volcrons and stuff like that, he got to be on the ready. And so she's like, all right, but here's some things you got to know. He peeps bullshit a mile away, so don't try it. He gonna try to fuck with you, but just stay calm. If you want to keep him out your mind, keep it clear. Come at him correct. Don't pull no stunts and all that stuff. Be true with your shit, and you gonna basically be all right. That's basically what she's saying. So we see Ron, he walking, going towards the Thea's little cube thing, and he got a package with him. And so he walks in. Dale ain't nowhere, but Dale is on that motherfucker. He just watching him. So he walks in, see these sketches on. Ron walks in, see these sketches. He put the package down, and it's sketches. So he's fiddling, rifling through his motherfucking sketches and all that stuff. And next thing you know, his hand look like it's all disease, acid burned, and all that shit. And he drops the sketches. They're basically they are saying, you gonna learn to touch shit that ain't yours, motherfucker, like that. And so it was funny. That was fun. And so basically Rowan brings him a rabbit, a white one. This is becoming a pattern. White rabbits. What's significant of white rabbits? I do know what it is. I think I should, but I can't think of it. What it is, y'all. Tell me what y'all think about it down below. Because we know it's got that probe was named White Rabbit from the previous episode. And we got this White Rabbit and everything. And this White Rabbit is a carrier of certain things. Hold up. The probe basically went out to go snatch shit and come back. And it's going to be a carrier of things. Boom. So Big Man is still having the hallucinations. He is having the hallucinations. He's seeing shit and all that stuff. We see him somewhere and he's standing looking out to the Great Neither. And next thing you know, he sees the ghost of his security guard, the lanky one. You know, remember the spider shot out his eye and cut that fucker in half. And you know, it wasn't no blood or nothing like that because it was cauterized through the fucking laser. And now, as you see, like I said, when shit fuck up and when it just be purely fuckery, the camera be all red. So big boy, he looks around, looks back at the window, and there goes the ghost homeboy. So he's over it, he's spazzing, he fall outright, he hit the ground. Next thing you know, the hallucination homeboy, the cut in half dude, he is crawling across the floor, half his body gone, y'all. And you know, big boy, he hollering, screaming. His voice done went about 5 or 6 different octaves and all that stuff. And next thing you know, the scene changed and it's looked normal. And this folks coming out of the room, they ain't even paying attention to homeboy. They probably ain't heard nothing or whatever. And big man just on the floor crying, y'all. I said, Lord have mercy. Why y'all doing my boy like that? Why you doing my boy like that? And you see, and it pans up to the camera, all red. And then it clicks, like it changes, and it's that red triangle. We're going to go to Carl. Carl is in his room talking to his wife. Y'all, listen. I feel so sorry for Carl. I feel so bad for him. I do, y'all. I feel so motherfucking bad for him. Because this shit here with his motherfucking wife, listen, I feel some kind of way about his wife's therapist. Cause something ain't right. So they talking and all that shit. And you know where she at is rain. And so he's saying he wish he was there with her, you know, with all the rain. So they joking, yada yada. And she brings up a memory about their honeymoon. And it's basically, you remember about our honeymoon in Yosemite and all that stuff, and how your butt naked ass was trying to chase off a motherfucking bear, and come to find out it was a deer. And they going back, they chuckling, they laughing, and she says she gonna upload the memories to him. And he said, and he looks and stop and look. And she said, I'm gonna upload the memories to you before I release them. And basically she said her therapist recommends her going in deep. And I'm like, well, bitch, how about you just fucking divorce your husband? Divorce your husband, leave him, and then you could just clear your damn head. Clear your mind of everything. And basically, she's going to erase him out of existence. Because he's saying that's our honeymoon. Those videos of me. And she was bringing up, well, we was talking about family. I'm like, really, bitch? And so what happens if you get another man? You and shit don't pop off. You could just gonna erase yourself. Keep erasing yourself, and that frame ain't gonna be worth shit. And that's how I feel so sorry for Carl. That's fucked up. And so, you know, Carl dealing with that shit. It just fuck shit. And so we get back to Rowan and Thea. And so you know, Rowan showing him the bunny. And, you know, Dale gonna, you know, Dale fucking with him and all that stuff. And, you know, Dale try to read his head and he hear bees. He said, oh, you heard you with the bee lady. And so, Rowan said, stop fucking around. Listen, you need practice. And then when we, contact with the Volcron, you gonna need it. And so he asked him what you heard with the bees. And he said, they bees, bro. They ain't got no voices and all that stuff. And, they'll tell him, like, well, they all spoke at once. It was just one voice, but it was just loud. Very fucking loud. And, Ron was like, well, let's try with Ralphie. Ralphie, that's they named the bunny Ralphie. And so, they're like, I don't know. And Ron like, okay, well, if it's too hard, what the fuck ever, I go take him and go. And homeboy like, I didn't say it was hard or whatnot. And he sounded like a little kid. You know what I'm saying? Just technically he is. Might as well if you want to be real with the shit. And so he gives him the bunny. And Ron and Thea, he holds the bunny and all that stuff. And it's kind of strange. And he's looking at the bunny. And you can see him actually smiling and shit. And I'm just thinking, damn, bruh, while you was raised in that mountain and all that stuff, did they let you even experience any kind of fucking joy? Probably didn't. Knowing humans, mm-mm. And so, Carl, Mel talking to each other. Mel said, couldn't get shit out that nigga. And all this stuff basically said he is like a brick wall. He is scared. And while they talking, Loomis looking through the AI, the computer, and she brings up basically, listen, thruster 4 keeps overheating and cutting off like that. Said, but when it overheats, it triggers an automatic shutdown. And Carl, like, how many times that happened? He said 100 times a day. They said the resets are small enough so it won't pop up no like formal alerts and all that stuff. Basically, when it does that, it sets them. It kind of puts them slowly off course. So basically, they are off course from reaching the Voltron. And so Carl, like, listen, I need you to find some patterns to see where it's coming from, yada yada this and yada yada that. Follow the trail. While Loomis doing that, right before their eyes, something is basically clearing out the data logs, erasing. And when she look and see where it's coming from deck 7, the captain's quarters, y'all. So he goes. So, you know, Carl, he over it. And he goes to see the captain, Ares. And Carl, like, listen, I know about Thruster 4 keep shutting down all that motherfucking shit. What's good? What's going on? And so Carl, like, you know, when they keep going on now, so that it's pushing the off course. And Ares said, listen, I know what's going on. You know, you ain't got to tell me about what's going on with my motherfucking shit like that. That's what Roy's saying. And so they going in and, you know, going back and, you know, Carl, like, listen, we can't afford to go behind on this. And, you know, Roy letting know, like, listen here, brother, you keep forgetting your goddamn place, bro. This is my ship. You're a passenger, nigga. Like that. And so he said, you know, they doing it like that because they can't clear the helisphere. And I'm guessing they can't do it manually due to the fact that all that radiation. And they said if you let anybody in there, it'll kill them less than a minute. Carl, like, I got not just anybody, maybe anybody, but I ain't got anybody. So walks in Mel. Man, Mel is a superhuman. Man, Mel been genetically engineered to withstand space. So, Carl, like, can you do it? Mel said, I said I talked to the brother, but I ain't say nothing about walking into a cloud of radiation. And Carl, like, I need you to do this. You gonna do it? And Mel, like, yeah, I'll fucking do it. Shit. And he said, I'm gonna need you to take Ares with you. So, basically, this is what Carl trying to do. Carl is trying to, you know, keep Ares busy. So for when he go and check out and see what's going on, what's the real deal with Deck 7 and all the ship and all that stuff like that. And you can see when Carl walk out the room, it's like he's regretting what he just did. Basically, leading Mel to die. And, you know, Carl, his thing is, he got this one set mission on mind, and he don't give a fuck. Everybody's disposable. He that hell bent. And I know he feeling that some kind of way due to, but you know, he lost his daughter. And due to the fact that bullshit that his wife is pulling. Yeah, you know, she going through her therapy and all that stuff and everything, but bro, that just, you know, going a little too far for me. Going a little too far. Okay, and so let's focus on the bunny. And we're gonna do the bunny. Do the whole scene through the bunny, get that out the way. So Dale, only thing he hears from the bunny is the bunny hungry. He keep hearing hunger. Hunger. And you know, remember I tell you that you know, Dale, he sketches. So basically, you see the picture of this monster with the big old teeth and yeah. And you know, homeboy like rolling like So that's all you're seeing what it look like. And basically he shows him what it look like that. And you see nothing but blood and teeth and flesh and all that stuff. Fucks with him. And you see Agatha show up. And Agatha like, hey, you ain't had to do that. Stop it there. Hey, Hobo said he wanted to see what it looked like that. And so while they do that, you know, Carl shows up. And Carl takes Rowan off somewhere. And so, you know, Thea and Agatha, they sitting there in the bunny there. You know, he happened to do it, whatever, and yada yada. And Thea said he feels some kind of way. You know, he feels sorry for the rabbit. And, you know, he could identify with him, whatever, because he said, you know, motherfuckers look at him as a piece of meat. And, you know, hold no value. They could do whatever with him and all this stuff like that. And you know, Agatha said, I don't think of you that way. And he like, well, what do you think of me? She said, I'm proud of you. And he said, that's not exactly what I was looking for, but whatever. But, you know, I guess I take whatever I can get. And her thing is, she said, I'm proud of you, and I can't wait till we go home and I could just show them all that, you know, show them all, I guess, all the naysayers that was talking about, you know, you can't do nothing with no goddamn L1. And Dale basically says, we ain't gonna go home. All our ass is finna die like that. And I like, ooh. Okay. So, you know, he keep bringing up about, you know, the bunny, you know, only thing he hears is hunger coming out the bunny. And she like, that's surprising, basically being that, you know, I ain't seen this damn rabbit eat yet. And they're like, well, he's eating that like that. And so next thing you know, the bunny laid out dead, blood coming out of his nose and all that stuff. And you know, I'm thinking, dude, did you kill that rabbit? But then I thought about it. No, he wouldn't do that. Because he actually was kind of fond of that damn rabbit. You know, I guess it was the first cute thing he ever, you know, had in his possession or whatnot. So, Agatha, she cuts open the rabbit and pulls out a tight worm, a big, long-ass tight worm. So, that's the hunger, the thoughts of hunger that, Thea was hearing. Roy put that not Roy. Rowan put that tapeworm up in that bunny just to basically see how his powers work or whatnot. That's what he did, y'all. That's fucked up. And so, here we go. Carl and Rowan, they running. And basically, Carl said, we finna go to deck 7. And, you know, the only way they could get in them quarters is they gotta have, where's some bio? They gotta have something of Roy's, you know, fingerprint, eye scan, something of his, something biologically his. They go in the tunnels, right? And they hit the bio-waste pipeline, basically from the captain quarters, and they drill a hole and they basically get some shit and piss. And Ron like, this is some shit, bro. This is some motherfucking shit, bro. And so, big man, listen, big man going through some changes. He is being haunted and all that stuff. So Rowan and Carl, they make their way to the captain's quarters. And they basically, okay, peep game. So they make it to the captain's quarters and they use it, whatever they using, basically to bust up in there. Now the ID indicator, whatever, you know, basically you use to scan, is dusty. And as you see when they walk in there, it look like it ain't been lived in some years. You see old school furniture and everything and all that, and then you see this picture of this beautiful black woman on the wall. It's a picture of Roy's mom, Cynthia. Now, man, who she look like? Don't she look like Mel's son? Don't she look like Mel's son? She kind of look like Mel's son, y'all. But whoever, that was his mama. His mama was gorgeous, bro. His mama was a bad one. His mama was a bad one. Okay, let's see. Go back. Okay, we're gonna stop there and we're gonna go to Mel. Mel is getting ready to go through the thrusters and shit. So she sued and booted Roy there. So she motherfucking injects herself with something, and she said her hemoglobin got some. Hold up, let me see what she said her hemoglobin got again. I'm going through this again. Hold up. Okay. You know, Roy feels some kind of way because he looking like this not good. So she says that her hemoglobin has a synthetic receptor that binds to iodine. So the half-life is pretty short, but should be enough for about 4 minutes. And, you know, that's not a lot of time. And she basically said that's why she wants Roy right there. He knows the system. So they open up the doors, and she walking, and Roy's there. The hologram, y'all. So she's walking through the tunnel, and she going there, and it's light and all this stuff. Everything bright and all this stuff. She suited up. And he basically tells her down the end of the right, thruster 4. It's the last one. And she set her timer 4 minutes. And all that stuff. You could tell she's scared like a fucker. And so basically she opened up the panel. And it's basically hellfire detonation. So she is basically busting through, trying to do whatever to get through. Is all the noise and the feedback off the radiation and all this stuff. His hologram is there, but it started blinking, right? He looks up at the camera. The camera is all red now. It's the ship, bitch. The ship done saw her fucking ass up. So the ship blanks out on him, shuts the door, right? She's stuck, and so she ain't got long. So she's crawling through there, and she got like 2 minutes left, right? And so while she's crawling, y'all, she's trying to go and get to the level and everything. And when she finally gets to the level, no more minutes, bitch. None. And so she finally pulls it down, and she starts hallucinating, yeah. And so she sees Lumi there talking to her, and hold on, let me see. I'm gonna go over and see what let me see what Lumi say. But see, like, she get a hallucination of Lumi, and then you see another hallucination of an old ass woman. And so I'm trying to see. At first I thought that was Lumi, but what if the hallucination of the old ass woman was actually Roy's mother? The ghost of the mother. And so being that, okay, so it's all, you know, her time is done. She's feeling that radiation burn through her, right? Because, you know, whatever she had in her is gone. And so she's trying to crawl, but she's basically frying. She's basically dying, y'all. And so while she's laying there dying, taking her last breath and all that shit, this is when she starts seeing shit. She see Lumi, and Lumi says, you dying. The shit in your blood doesn't work anymore. And it's laughing. Lumi laughing. You thought you were engineered to be strong. That's the computer, y'all. That's the ship. Special, but look at you now. It's the ship fucking with them. And you're nothing but weakness. And then you see the old head lady, and it's reaching for her. But is that Lumi or is that ghost of the mother? And it's touching for her. So Mel falls back, right? and you see somebody in a suit, right? And comes and basically picks her up and takes her to med bay. And she, like, right before she passes out, right? And everything, that's Roy. Roy picks her up and takes her. Now, here's my ass thinking. Because when she looked at her, she said, you came to me. Like that. I said, so it's Roy. So I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. I thought that nigga was the ship. What? That's what I'm thinking, y'all. And so we get to arguing in the bridge. And, you know, one of the people said, listen, somebody that manually cut off the thrusters. And next thing you know, during this whole scene when Mel is up in the thruster room, whatever, big man done snap. He going through the motions, so he got a gun. He on the bridge. And basically, he's saying, listen, you're going to turn this motherfucker around and you're going to take us home. Can't you see what the fuck happened to us? We all finna to die. It's the goddamn ship. The ship trying to kill us. She don't want us here. 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 And so, you see the camera is red, y'all. The camera red. And we all know that's the ship. So, peep game. Roy shows up. I'm thinking it's a hologram on the bridge. It is actually Roy. Roy shows up, fights the damn big dude, snaps the dude's neck. I'm looking like, wait a minute, so you for real? Boom. We go to the med bay. Mel is up in this damn concoction, white and everything, and basically her face on thing out. So they trying to suck all that radiation out of her. Lumi there with her, right? You know, Lumi love her. And you know, Lumi said, oh my God, you all right, and yada yada this and yada yada that. And you know, basically, Mel tells her that Roy saved me. Basically she said she saw vision of her, but she said Roy saved her. Roy came. And I was like, Lumi, it's over, bitch. I don't know what the fuck to tell you, girl. It's over. It's over. It's done. It's over, y'all. It's over. It's over. I said, y'all done broke my baby's heart. And so, next we got, Carl and Rowan, they up in in the quarters and stuff. And they looking through everything. They looking all through, being nosy. Everything dusty. Everything look like it ain't been touched in since forever. Rowan picking up shit. He a mud. He got stinky fingers. He got sticky fingers, snatching shit and all that stuff. Next thing you know, pop out motherfucking Roy. Roy like, what the fuck is you doing up in here? And all that. And basically Roy breaks down and tells them that the ship is his mother. And all that, but peep game what happened right before then. Carl see hallucination of his wife. His wife is there. And White talking all kind of slick shit. I've been waiting for you. What you doing? I'm releasing my memories. And you see her going through her skull and basically pulling out a piece of her brain, y'all, and everything. And she said, this is what I sliveling little daughter. All kind of shit. And basically, she reads up into motherfucking Carl, talking about the virus, what happened, all this shit. And basically, fucks with him. But next thing you know, like I said, the hallucination keep picking out more shit out her head. But here comes Roy. And Roy basically tells them that this ship, his mama basically uploaded her conscience into the ship. The ship is her body. And we all screwed. And she sees us as a virus and she want us gone. And all that. She's the one that been trying to kill everybody. Her mama. Miss Cynthia. And from now on, we're going to call her Miss Cynthia. The ship is Miss Cynthia. That's it, y'all. That's the episode. I hope y'all enjoyed it. It was good, y'all. It was good. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and yada yada this and yada yada that. I'll holler.